Chicago. Ask someone to picture the city, and they will have trouble coming up with a concise description. When people think of New York City, they think of skyscrapers, subways, and muggers. When they think of Los Angeles, they think of sun, smog, and traffic. When they think of Detroit, they think of cars, factories, and decay. But for those of us that know, there's only one thing we think of when someone mentions Chicago: vampires. And tonight, we tell their story. Good evening and welcome to McStabber Studios, Windy City After Dark. I am the storyteller, Shanghai McStabber.
And I am Relyn Dare, also known as Mama McStabber in Twitch chat, and I'll be playing Jacqueline Duran of Clan Ventru.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red, and I'll be playing Isabella Caputo of Clan Toreador.
Good evening, I am Ivy Raven, and I play Genevieve Schutz of Clan Gangrel.
I'm Mirian, and I'm playing Roscoe Akers, Clan Tremere.
I am Timber Brad 411, and I'll be playing Nicholas Bowens of Clan Hikata.
Welcome to Season 10, Episode 8, everybody. And before we start this session, I'm going to just point out an announcement to make. We're going to have more than 10 episodes this season. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. It is not a 10-episode season. I don't know how many it'll be, but it's not 10. So we'll see how many episodes we have.
More content, y'all.
More content. So, to summarize last episode, Jackie had a nice heart-to-heart with Roscoe about his little shrine of those he's lost. Tracy Graves showed up to that. Jenny had a long discussion with Tasha about Tasha's future. And then Jenny and Isabella met up, had a bit of a talk, went out partying, ended up on a boat. Unspeakable acts occurred on said boat. And if you want to find out what they were, well, you'll have to ask them. I'm not going to tell. It's not my place to tell. And then Jackie and Isabella also had a discussion before Jackie swung over to Harry North. That's where Jackie found out that Akawa has gone missing.
Mm-hmm.
Roscoe finally located Bartleby and had a visit from Dave. And then Jenny went to speak with Urzule to set about the wards that were possibly messed with by Arden's little trick. Of course, through all of this, Nicholas was busy dealing with bureaucracy because somehow his licenses were pulled. I don't know how that happened. Clerical error, I am sure. Clerical error. But as we open up tonight, Jackie is waiting a guest in her haven.
Mm-hmm.
Arjun has informed you he is coming by. And very prompt, like always. He's very punctual about times. You hear the doorbell ring as Etienne escorts Arjun in.
Please, Peter, make yourself at home.
Of course. I figured it's time for an update.
Appreciate it.
Certain events in motion I think you need to be aware of. And he sits down with his immaculately tailored suit.
Mm-hmm.
He leans back. So before we get into my part of it, any updates from you?
I have made an agreement with the individual that runs the Sender Institute to get him out of Milwaukee.
Good.
He's going to set his sights on Indianapolis.
Now you plan to turn him against the Setites.
Exactly. He already has a bone to pick with Keisha.
Let one bloodsucker fight the other bloodsucker.
And see who wins when the fallout's done.
That'll work fine with overall plans.
Mm-hmm. So, I have garnered some allies in the city and even a few court members.
That's useful. You'll need them turning a blind eye to what's going to be happening in Milwaukee.
Excellent.
Have you heard anything recently about events there?
I've heard that Akawa is missing. That's the official gossip. However, there are some smart individuals that think that he has been destroyed.
He has.
I figured as much.
He was, unfortunately, too far into the pocket of some others. Rather than try to suborn him or even risk him making a move, it was in our best interest that I have him eliminated. It also throws Decker's Anubis into a bit of a disorganized state for now, which makes it much easier when the move is made.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we won't be hearing from him, but that leads to another issue you have. Fortunately, I do not think we can subvert Anastasia.
Really?
No. She is going to have to be eliminated as part of your praxis.
It can be done. That is a shame.
It is. Frankly, though, I wouldn't trust her anyway if she could have been subverted. There are some dark spots to her background that I don't trust.
Really?
Yes, her sire was Sabbat agent.
Hmm.
And has not just any Sabbat agent. He was a member of the Friends of the Night.
Well, my goodness.
I would not trust her. She claims loyalty, but there are certain things we've got to count against some individuals, unfortunately. I will make sure we have the details you're going to need to make a move against her.
I appreciate that.
There will also be several businesses that will have to be dealt with one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
But by taking out his judges, the Anubis is not very well coordinated. You should have a pretty good chance of securing the praxis the moment you can take Decker down.
And I have arrangements to make that as easy as possible as well.
He's made his mistake. He doesn't have a Primogen Council, which means he doesn't have a central group to unite the clans behind him in any way.
No.
My suggestion would be to have your friend Isabella reach out to the Toreadors she knows in the city in an attempt to
Sway them?
sway them.
Yes.
And you might even need to use Miss Schutz. There are a number of gangrel in the city. It has a much larger population of gangrel than Chicago does.
Of course.
Relative numbers a high percentage due to the Anubis. She may be able to sway a few of them.
Oh, what is Decker's child's name that basically bootlicks him? I forget.
I know.
She's one of the Anubis.
Now I'm looking it up real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the name because I knew it. Now I forget what it was. It's pretty bad that we can't remember.
She was so inconsequential.
Rather than
Unremarkable. But anyway, we'll just say I mentioned her name.
Yeah, because I don't want to drag the game out too far.
Yeah. So she, I know, will not be able to. She basically worships the ground that Decker walks upon. Rosa will likely not side against him because she just wants to murder Lupine.
I'll have you a dossier on.
Please, that would be appreciated. Those that might be amenable?
Those that you may be able to get a fellow gangrel to approach, and those who I think you can just discount.
I appreciate
They'll fall by the wayside. Possibly ones that you may have to deal with.
Tracy Graves is working her connections in the city already.
Okay.
Cedric Calhoun will be accompanying me.
You feel you can trust them?
Yes.
Okay. I will defer to your judgment.
So, I am pretty sure that Dredd will be accompanying me as well.
I would say use him instead of Miss Schutz. But
how well is he respected?
There's the problem. His position as Archon has earned him enough enemies. I'm not sure that...
I don't think it would do well.
He has a fresh enough slate. From my point of view, Miss Schutz doesn't have a lot of the baggage that some of the extended members of the Chicago court have.
Indeed.
And for
No,
Gangrel,
I understand the logic, and I actually agree.
Right.
I do not intend, at least at the start, to have a Primogen council. But it is my goal to eventually do have some representation of the clans.
It's a small city.
Exactly.
But what you give up by not having a Primogen council is the same thing that Deckard is now going to experience, where he does not have a backing of a unified clans to stand for him.
There must be a time of getting to know one another.
It'll be your princedom.
Exactly.
Once you take over, I unfortunately won't be there much longer after that.
You expect me to take over the Mithraeum?
Yes, I have other duties I'm going to have to go and tend to. My posting there was temporary to establish a good hold, and then I have to go where Lord Mithras needs us.
Of course. It will be my honor to be a Patras.
You say that now.
I know there's a lot entailed.
If you find another to appoint to manage it in your stead, that'll be your choice.
I will keep an eye out.
Very well. So I will have the info you need on Anastasia here. Give me about a week, along with dossiers on the rest that I can find.
Absolutely. Dossiers on any, because I can have multiple individuals reach out to connections they have within the city.
Good. I'm doing what I can to suborn some, but let's be fair, my position isn't exactly the most trusted amongst the kindred of the city.
Of course not.
Because I've had to keep myself close to Decker, which means I catch some of his dislike. That's the other reason it's best that I leave.
Of course. Of course.
You're not going to be saddled with that previous.
Right. It's not fresh.
Correct. By the way, the name of his child is Julia.
Julia, thank you.
Yes. I found it finally.
Good. Yes, so I will look forward to receiving the dossier. You can send it by messenger if you wish,
I will.
because I know you are exceptionally busy, as am I.
Do you have a time frame on when you're planning to move?
I am awaiting 2 individuals to get in touch. You see, there's about to be a Praxis war in Chicago.
Yes, I've heard about that.
Mm-hmm. And I have, of course, been propositioned by all 3 candidates.
Well, of course you would.
And I am awaiting certain events to play out, certain requests to be made before I decide, oh, well, darn, I'm not going to back anything. I'm going to take my leave and take my own seat.
I have heard rumors in the city that there are a number of kindred that may have been approached with that kind of an attitude.
Yes. Former Prince Maxwell is back and seeking praxis, and Loden did not fall to the werewolves. He's been hiding out as a homeless madman since, and has now healed himself of his wounds and decided he's going to take back his city.
I've heard that as well.
Mm-hmm. I tried to keep him occupied. I knew exactly who he was the first time I met him.
I have assets that can relay that from the closed-door meetings that have been held recently with Prince Jackson.
Yes. Yes.
He is gearing up for a war.
Yes, he is, because I warned him.
Well,
he has promised me his backing for Milwaukee. I figured I could do him a favor. Give him some warning of what's coming.
I'll let you handle your business here. I'm going to go. I don't want to be seen spending too much time here.
I understand.
Decker is a bit paranoid at the moment still.
I believe so. I mean, his second in command has gone to the wind.
Yes, and it's leading to currently a bit of a power struggle in the Anubis.
Really?
As they're fighting for who gets to be the new number 2.
And that's going to be bloody?
I'm sure they won't kill each other.
You have more faith in them than I do.
Decker's good at one thing, is keeping them united in their hatred of werewolves. They won't kill each other. But I can't say that there won't be some injuries sustained.
I am perfectly fine if every single Anubi falls.
They have their purpose.
They do, but they also create their purpose.
They do, but they are good shock troops. Expendable. You'll be wise to consider that when it comes to eliminating all of them.
Get me dossiers. Let me see if there's any that are salvageable.
There's one in particular that I think you should work on. She'll be difficult because of her relationship with Decker. She also has the contacts in the local lupine population.
Really?
He's got a bit of a double agent.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yes, she's the one who keeps them fighting over the null zone, which is allowing the Decker to have a chance with his Anubis.
Yeah.
I'll get that information to you.
Please do. That is not just a potential asset, that's a linchpin.
Yes. Useful.
Indeed.
She'll take some extra persuading, though.
I look forward to reading her dossier.
Well, I'm going to get up and go.
All right. Be well, Peter.
You as well, Jackie. And he turns and leaves the your haven. So now what's Jackie doing?
She's going to take a brief moment to kind of absorb that conversation.
Okay.
And then she's going to send out a text to everyone on the sat phones. We need to meet. My place or the club? Which would you prefer?
Roscoe responded, club.
So it's club. See you there shortly.
Okay. So is everyone showing up at the club? I don't want to assume for everybody. Maybe somebody in the coterie goes, fuck you to the rest of the coterie. I don't know.
Not when Jackie asked for something.
I have to assume.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Jenny will be there. So
Okay, so the coterie gathers at the club, and we're gonna dispense with the everyone arrives one at a time game, and the coterie has gathered in the club. And I turn this over to the players to discuss events.
Thank you.
Captain. Oh,
Please. What?
No, I just have to show deference to my captain. So Captain Izzy, it's great to see you again. And, she kind of does like a faux curtsy kind of thing.
First mate, Jenny Bear. Glad to have you.
Good to be on board, Captain.
Nicholas gets noticeably tense every time Izzy is mentioned, but says nothing.
I bought a boat, but Izzy is the captain. So I was informed that she had to be the captain, so I made her the captain. So what?
All right.
You have to do something to have fun in Chicago.
Hey, I'm glad you two had fun.
To be fair, it wasn't just us. Cotery was there too.
Oh, God.
Look,
Had to try it once.
Look, whatever happens in non-international waters stays in non-international waters. We're
Yeah. I'm just shaking my head. You guys gave me such crap for fraternizing with the mage. Holy crap.
I never said it was a bad thing. If those words ever come out of my mouth, I encouraged it.
I just refuse to touch it. You know what? You all are grown-ass kindred. You're going to do what you're going to do. If it gets you ashed, then that's not my problem.
I'd like to think you would be sad if one of us got ashed.
I would be sad, but I would still say it was your dumbass decision that got you that.
That's fair.
Do you have any proof of being the captain? I mean, was it something that shows that you're captain?
My personality?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
She has a hat.
I do have a hat. I did not bring it with me, but I do have a hat.
That's fantastic.
But yeah, I felt like my personality was proof enough.
Well, I am glad that you ladies had fun. I just met with my contact from Milwaukee. And Akawa isn't missing. He was destroyed.
You know who?
Yes, the Viscount was contracted to take him out.
Okay.
Because that brings disorder amongst the Anubis.
Right.
Because Akawa was second in command.
Not
And
at
he
all
was
flattering to
also
me.
entrenched with Keisha. So he was eliminated. And now there is chaos amongst the ranks in the Anubis. Because they are all striving to be the next number 2. He also informed me that Decca has a member of the Anubis that is a double ancient with the lupine. He seems to think that she may be able to be convinced to turn coat. So we will see. I'm expecting a dossier on her. The Nosferatu judge in the city, Anastasia, she will likely need to be destroyed during the Praxis War.
Well, could work out very convenient for us.
What about the others?
The other judge is my contact.
That's fair. I thought there was 3. Are there only 2?
There was 2 and then Deca himself.
Ah, that's what it was.
Yeah. So if we take out Anastasia and then take out Deca, Arjun will shortly thereafter leave the city. So it is a fresh start. That way we don't have anything that was tied to Deca tied to us. Jenny, I may need your assistance at some point interfacing with the gangrel in Milwaukee. Not all of them are Anubis. It has a larger population there than the city. So it may come better from you than from a venturer.
We'll see.
Yeah. And some of them may wish to talk to me directly, and I'm happy to do so. But I would like for you to be the front woman on that once I get more information on who they are. Okay?
All right. I can do that.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
Thank you. Isabella, I would like for you, I'm sure you already have, I probably don't even have to tell you, being the child of a prince yourself. But if you haven't already, please work your Rose Garden contacts.
Of course. Anything in particular you want me to
Just
prime them towards other than you?
Yeah, basically try to see where, because I can't imagine any of them are actually loyal to Deca.
They're loyal to themselves.
Exactly. They're loyal to themselves. So find out what it is that they would support, what they need to support, what they desire to happen in their city.
I mean, I feel like haven't experienced growth in the city for so long. It's been pretty stagnant.
Well,
under
of
Decker.
course, he limits the population.
Exactly. So it'll be a breath of fresh air.
It will be. Convince them of that and then see if there's something they want.
Of course.
I can be benevolent. Roscoe, you are off the hook because Tracy has more contacts in Milwaukee than you do, and she's already working them.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, Tracy's quite competent, so
She is. But yes, so definitely that's the situation right now for my people in Milwaukee. I will be taking over leadership of the Mithraic cult in the city once Arjun leaves. It is my goal that it will be temporary until I can find someone to replace that position. Because being head of a cult and a ruler is a bit hard. And not what I desire. But
Come on, take on one more mantle and you can be the triple threat.
I know.
I don't know what that other mantle would be.
I
But
have no idea. Empress of the world. No, my great-grandsire wanted to be that. But
All right, don't let your head get too big,
no,
Mr. Ron.
I have no desire. No desire. I'm literally fine with a small city the size of Milwaukee and cleaning up the mess and making it something better. Speaking of Deca and his bullshit, it's been enough time for Anna. Isabella.
With things wrapping up, we do really need to make sure we figure out what's going to happen with her.
Yeah. Well, would you all like to come to my place and be there when I get her roused? She's at the point now, even if I unstake her, she probably won't rouse. She'll need to be fed.
I'm, of course, going.
How can I say no? The last time I spoke to her, it was such a fun conversation. I'm sorry, I'm not being sarcastic. Yes, count me in.
I can always go for a good unstaking.
Okay. Nicholas, it is up to you.
May as well do something to get my mind off of recent events.
What's wrong, Aunt?
Business issues.
Everything okay?
It'll be fine. Idiots in their papers.
Bureaucracy, it's a bitch.
Yeah, it is.
All right, then. As I drove here and you all drove here on your own, we can all just caravan back to my place.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to need wits awareness from everybody, please. Instinct,
Concealed
sure.
objects.
Hidden objects, sure. Let's see what everybody gets. Damn, there's a lot of dice getting thrown around. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Oh, no, Jesus Christ, Jackie. Wow. Every single die had a success on it. Every single die.
With a crit.
With a crit.
That's an 11 with a crit. I searched it and I got hungrier, but it was worth it.
Jesus, fuck.
Isabella got 5 after willpowering. Jenny got 5 after willpower. No.
Oh, I got like a 7, I think, with a crit, didn't I?
That's my best
7
roll
with a
of this
crit.
whole fucking chronicle.
Yep. 5, 7. Roscoe with a 3. Nicholas with a 4. So everybody except Nicholas and Roscoe, as you're pulling out to head the convoy, there's somebody across the street from the club. Let's see, who here would recognize them for sure? I know Jackie would for sure. I don't think, did Jenny and Nicholas and Isabella, did they go and see the Mad King when he was insane? I don't think they were there in one of the car rides. So Jackie definitely would recognize Kevin Jackson at home. The one that crazy Loden
Called Kevin.
called Kevin. He's across the street from your club with a rather large backpack on his back, leaning against the building.
Okay. Etienne, pull up to that gentleman, please.
So you all see Jackie's vehicle not take the route and just start pulling over to the side to pull up by somebody.
And Jackie lowers her window and says, "What can I do for you?"
Just the people I was sent to see. Where's your friends?
They're heading somewhere where we're going together.
Oh, cool. You're going to want to pop the trunk for this.
What?
And takes the backpack off his back.
Etienne, see to it.
And Etienne gets out, packs it. He looks inside it because Etienne's not an idiot.
Exactly.
Etienne comes back. It's got packages in it, ma'am. And Kevin's just leaning there, leaning in the window, smiling. It's time to pay on the support. Don't open the packages.
All right.
That's for your own safety. Trust me on this one. One of them goes to the Cook County morgue. Get it in the building. Don't give a shit how. Just get it in the building, please. The other one, It gives you an address on University Avenue. Just get it close to that building. Close, it's good enough. The third package, you need to take it down inside the loop. Look for a homeless man with a sign that says the end is nigh, but it's going to be spelled wrong. The nigh is N-Y-E. And give that to him. He'll know what to do with it.
All right.
That's it. That's what the boss wants you to do. And I'm going to stress one more time, don't look in the packages.
All right. Easy enough.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Consider it the loyalty test.
Of course. And
And he gets up,
she rolls up the window.
and you all see this guy was talking to her. Nicholas and Roscoe, you recognized him finally once because you saw him talking. You remember him from
Right. Okay.
the Mad Olaf's court
Right.
as he just walks down the street.
And so, Jackie will talk about it when we get to her.
Okay. So you ride with this backpack of packages in your trunk, ride over to Jackie's Haven.
Yep.
Etienne is not, ma'am, I'm not entirely comfortable with that in our trunk.
I understand. I'll have Roscoe do his thing where he can see through things without touching them.
Maybe he'll see something.
Exactly. He might not. But, otherwise we just deliver as we say, as they say to do, and we'll see what happens.
Excuse me if I avoid potholes on the way over there.
That's fine. It is probably explosives. Knowing him and his, penchant for fire.
And so you ride over to Haven. And you notice Etienne parks his car away from the other vehicles you have.
Mm-hmm. As we're in the parking garage, which we have a private level of the parking garage just for basically Jackie and her guests and stuff. That was one of Loden's child from when he was the Mad King.
Yeah. Kevin.
The one he
was,
kept calling Kevin.
Right,
Yes.
okay.
It's the Walmart version of Kevin.
Right.
There's a backpack here in my trunk, and Etienne's going to pop it open.
And he opens, it's like a big hiking backpack.
There are packages in there. One needs to get into the Cook County morgue. One needs to get to this address, and she has written it down, near the university. And one needs to be given to a homeless guy here in the loop that has a sign that says the end is nigh, but nigh is spelled N-Y-E. And he'll know what to do with it. But before I do anything with them, Roscoe, could you please try to examine them without touching them?
Okay. I can try.
Thank you.
It's going to be tough even with clairvoyance because how do you see inside a dark package? But I'm going to let you have a chance. There's always a chance. Intelligence
Right.
all specs. Let's see how many successes you get will determine whether you can get anything out of them.
I just, and Jackie's just saying while you're focusing on, it's okay if you can't. I just wanted to try. To know what I'm doing.
6 so far? You going to roll
I will.
you going to willpower that one?
Yes.
Well, look at that. That makes it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes, 9 successes with a crit. 9 successes with a crit. What's your first question?
What are in the packages?
You can't get a good read on all of it, but you do see a dim light of a cell phone in each one.
Okay. Can I look closer at what the cell phones are? Are they alone in the package? Are they connected to something lumpy?
They definitely seem to have wires coming out of them.
Okay.
They go to a box that you can't really get anything out of because it's just a box,
Right.
but
Okay.
it goes to them.
Okay. I can't think of anything else. That's actually all the info I really need.
That's pretty much all you, yeah.
And I step back and say, Those look like cell phone bombs.
Okay.
Because there are cell phones in them.
Side trip. We're going to deliver these first.
Okay.
We'll all go together.
Should we deliver them? I mean, if we want to stay out of the war.
Is anybody watching
Something
us?
tells me we're already.
We are probably being watched to see if we do this.
So we deliver them and we're in. We don't deliver them and we're in.
Right. So basically, this is something that is not directly us. We are delivering packages where they need to go. That's it. And we walk away.
But Maxwell sees it that way.
We are not recruiting support. If a few kindred get ashed, oh well.
Fine. Just making sure. You're the strategist, Jackie. I trust you.
I honestly think that it's like this. I mean, hell, I can dominate some fucking human to take the package where it needs to go.
That's fair.
I can literally make any human do what I tell them to do. So, you know, I can play the helpless woman and ask someone to, could you please deliver this over there? So, it'll be fine. Thank you, Roscoe, for checking it.
Of course.
It just confirmed what I suspected. My instincts was like, you know, making the hairs on the back of my neck stand up.
Etienne's staring at the packages. Peter would have a better guess about how much this is, but judging by the weight of the backpack,
Yeah, significant.
2 or 3 kilos each.
Right. Hey, at least he didn't ask us to drop it off at the Succubus Club. She gets back in
Guess
the car.
there's that, ma'am.
She gets back in the car real quick and says, come on, everyone.
So which one are you going to first? I have to ask this question.
We are already in the loop because we are at Her Haven.
Mhm.
So we might as well find the homeless man since he's closest.
Okay. I'm going to let y'all use your previous wits awareness. I don't feel like rolling constantly.
Nice, that 11 with a crit.
As you're going down Michigan Avenue there, you find a homeless man. It's odd because it's late at night. You normally don't stand with your sign out at late at night, but he obviously is. And how do you bring it to him? I have to bring this subject up. But as you're driving to it first, while you're thinking of that, one thing stands out to you on Michigan Avenue here inside the loop. Police headquarters are on Michigan Avenue. The main headquarters building of the Chicago Police Department. Metropolitan Police. That's not far from where you're giving this package to a man.
All right. Her lieutenant is not chief.
He's not stationed in the headquarters, no.
He's not chief of police yet, so she's not concerned. Etienne,
Ma'am?
handle the delivery.
Yes, ma'am. And he pulls the car up. He gets out, goes into the trunk, gets the package out, walks over to the guy. The guy is just rambling on. The end is here. It is coming. It has been foretold, the end of all things. Repent now. And when Etienne hands him it, he looks at Etienne, smiles, nods his head. Thank you, brother. Your donation will be appreciated. And he goes right back to what he's doing with this package that conveniently slipped down and right next to his little a donation thing he's got at his feet as Etienne gets back in the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, you know what they're going to do with that, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Where to next, ma'am?
Near the university. It's closest. And then we can head to the morgue.
Okay. Does the players need to discuss what was just done on your way to the university, or do we just cut to the university?
I think we could just cut. Unless, sorry, you were going to say
If
something, Morgan.
anybody has anything to say about the police headquarters being blown the fuck up. No.
Okay, apparently everybody's cool with that.
Yeah, they're not kindred. So
We're leaving Chicago. We don't care.
Exactly.
The house you go to on University Avenue, it's an older house. You're not even sure anyone lives in it. It looks abandoned, but it is right next to the campus.
It is currently spring break.
It looks like it's been abandoned a while.
All right. Do I see anyone walking the street?
At this hour, spring break at the campus,
Now, spring break, it'd be pretty much vacant.
yeah. No, it's pretty clear.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. Spring break's pretty much vacant. All right. Etienne, the next one.
You're not going to drop this here?
No, drop it off.
Yes, ma'am. He gets up, takes the package, walks right up to the front door, places it in front of the front door like he's delivering a package,
And rings the bell.
rings the bell, and then turns and walks away.
Mm-hmm.
There's no lights on in the place. You don't see any lights come on before he gets back in the vehicle.
Move up just a little bit and see if we see someone come out.
And he pulls up. Nothing. It's like, man, when I was up on the porch, there was dust and shit on the porch. I don't think anyone's there. I don't know what the significance is of that place, but it looks abandoned to me.
I don't know. Not
Maybe
my,
a party house.
or maybe someone's secret haven that they go under.
See, my brain's just going toga. Sorry. One can hope, you know.
That's where my mind went first, mate.
That's why you're the captain.
I am going to have to see this boat. All right, Etienne, we can go to the next one.
Yes, ma'am. The morgue's going to be a little bit harder.
Nicholas, do you have any contacts at the morgue?
Probably would have somebody that I've reached out to through the funeral home.
Isabella might too, because she's the one that works with all the licensing.
Okay. Well, if anyone has a contact there that can help us get the package in, that'd be great.
Why don't you go for it, Aunt?
Why are you calling him Aunt?
The nickname. Isn't it?
It seems to make him uncomfortable.
He knows
I
it
noticed.
does.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Nicholas, completely ignoring Isabel at this point, is going to try and go through his burner phone to see if anybody from the morgue that's called their offices or whatever, if he's got any numbers.
Let me do a roll for that. Let's see. Because you don't have any points in contacts, but
No.
you're in luck. You know somebody that works there in an official capacity. They don't owe you favors or anything, but they work there.
But I also have enough money, if anything tells me is humans love money.
Yeah, they do. As you pull up, at this hour, it's officially closed to the public.
No.
But people are still working because some people work late, but it's not open to the public.
Yeah, but I mean, working at a funeral home, he's probably knows how to get in there because people die all the time, not just during the day.
Oh, yeah,
so.
the service entrance, the in the back. I mean, police bring corpses there in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
There's a delivery in the back of the building.
Well, usually they come through the ER, but whatever. Yeah, so he'll go up and try and see if the guy that you know what?
If you can go
Fuck
in
it.
the delivery area, you can just drop it in there.
Oh, that's fair. I can do that.
Give me. Are you trying to be sneaky about it?
We can do that because I am actually
Dex plus stealth. And silent movement's fine.
sweet. I want to rouse or surge.
Go ahead. I'm going to find I think I got to roll against you. I got to roll against you for something.
Willpower.
Okay. You very sneaky like slip up to the door.
Oh, it's like I imagine regardless, it looks like fucking old school, like black and white Nosferatu just with a box under his arm.
Sneaking like this. Right? Yeah, okay. But you apparently do a pretty good job. 4's not bad. I mean, that's a challenging kind of a stealth roll. You managed to not be as obvious as you think you're being as you bring this package and open a door at the delivery area. Nobody happens to be on the inside of the place. Putting you in it's the room where they, right next to where you would put the corpses in the morgue into the cooler.
Mm-hmm. And like he would just tuck it like to the side where it's not immediately obvious that it's there.
Let's see I'm going to look to see what you have here. Okay, good to know what you have here. I got a roll for you, a hidden roll, but I got a roll.
That's fine.
Okay. And you find a hidden spot. There's something off about the room. You can't put your finger on it. Something's not right in this room, though. You don't know what it is.
Before I walk away, I want to turn on Oblivion Sight and just kind of look around.
Okay. You put on Oblivion Sight. It doesn't. I mean, there's a couple ghosts, which is kind of. I mean, it's a morgue.
It's also Chicago, so
yeah.
Haunted as fuck.
Trying to think if you would notice this.
Just if he was getting an uneasy feeling, I think he would just check just to see if something's trying to be sneaky, and that's what the feeling is. But it wouldn't be much more than that.
Okay. You don't see any ghosts or anything. There's something nagging at your memory. You're sure you'll remember later, though.
Okay.
Since you're spending more time looking around, but you slip out of the place and get back in the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is done.
Back to your haven, ma'am?
Yes.
You get close to the loop, Nicholas, when you realize what the odd thing that was nagging your memory. There was a pair of canine earrings on one of the desks in there. Canine teeth or eye teeth earrings on one of the desks in that morgue.
Oh, fuck.
What?
What?
Something was bothering me when I dropped the package off and I couldn't place it. There were a pair of canine teeth earrings on a desk. That's Alexa, right?
Yeah. Do I wish Alexa to owe me or not?
Yes.
I mean,
Generally, more favors is better than less.
Jackie's going to send a text not on the sat phone, but on her regular cell phone
Okay.
to Alexa. She's going to say, "You're going to owe me for this. Get out of the morgue now."
Okay.
And then she just puts the phone back in her purse.
Very well. And you arrive back at your haven.
Mhm.
And I think this actually is a good spot to break before we go into the honor, because that may take a little while
Yeah.
because there's going to be some things. So we're going to go to break right here, everybody. After the Cotery has planted a bomb at the police headquarters, or given a bomb to somebody there, a house by the university, that isn't awful close to Toga Party's place. And the third location, Nicholas realized after the fact, Alexa hangs out in. We're going to go to break. We will see everybody in 10 minutes. Please enjoy.
Allow me to introduce myself, though I fear you've heard my name, and that you've heard the story of Countess Bathory. History is told by the victors, heroic warriors, and mad kings. Will you hear my story from the lips of Bathory? They call me King Demon, Queen of Hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins. The blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Arjun Bathory. I was very wealthy and powerful, a widow with political rivals keen to destroy me and take my property. My plea was never offered, all my confessors were all tortured, or how they destroyed me for my property. They put me up, shut me up, shut me up, put me up, put me up, shut me up, shut me up, and told a story of a bitch called Bathory. Let's King Demon, Queen of Hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, deeply beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins, deeply Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. I've always been the hunter, nothing on my tail. But there was something in you I knew could make that change. To capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. You have to become an equal in every way. So look in the mirror and tell me, who do you see? Is it still you, or is it me? Become the beast, we don't have to hide. Do I terrify you, or do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you, or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. So embrace the darkness, and I will help you see that you can be limitless and fearless if you follow me. We are the lions in a world of lies. We are the predators, the hunters, the hunters, the hunters. Become the beast, we don't have to hide. Do I terrify you, or do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you, or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin to burrow within, to burrow within. Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive?
Welcome back. Before the break, the Cotery was responsible for delivering packages
We were delivering packages.
that weigh roughly 2 or 3 kilos
2 to 3 kilos with cell phones inside.
with cell phones inside.
I just thought we were delivering some tech to folks.
we gotta be careful with the whole demonetization. So that's our description of what it is. We'll
Uh-huh.
see. And now they've returned back to Wake Up Honor.
Mm-hmm.
So as we cut back, you've arrived at Jackie's Haven. Jackie, did you tell the Cotery that you texted Alexa?
Yes.
Okay.
So I sent her a text. I imagine if she decides to leave, she'll be here soon. Because she's going to want to know why the fuck I knew about it and what the fuck's going on. All right. She's going to be hungry as fuck. Peter,
Ma'am.
can we get someone for her to feed on?
I mean, we can. It's from what the description is, she's not going to stop eating until she's done unless, let's be fair, be better off if one of you fed her because you have the strength to stop the feeding without killing somebody.
Fine.
I'll do it. Fuck her.
Okay.
I don't care. Besides, worst case scenario, what? She
Wait a
starts
minute.
being bound to me.
Wait a minute. There's a rumor that the pyramid fell apart because Tremere can't bind kindred anymore.
This is true.
Roscoe, you will give her enough to make her pleasant.
Aw, man, I wanted to show her who the big dog was.
Okay.
After all that.
Because at least she can't be bound to you.
That's true.
That was the whole point of this.
That was
so.
the whole point of this, was to break her bond so she could realize that Keisha did bind her without her consent.
Well,
Hope this works out.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go downstairs. It's just the floor beneath us. And when we go down there, Jackie excuses the guards that were watching the suite.
It's just one of the empty condos, so.
Mm-hmm. And she goes in and says, "Come on in, everyone." And we walk back to the bedroom, and
She's laid out on the bed with a steak jammed through her chest still.
She has a stuffed animal next to her.
she does, from Isabella.
It looks like Jackie's changed her clothes, too. She's not in the same clothes that
No,
got singed.
she's clean. She's been well cared for. Yes.
Even dusted.
Even the apartment is clean.
Yeah, Jackie doesn't leave a layer of dust on her.
Mm-mm. All right. She's not going to be aware of anything until she is fed. And Jackie goes up to her and takes out the steak.
You pull the steak out. I mean, she's got a hole in her chest. She's not moving. She's obviously, the blood is faded enough that she is torpored out.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Roscoe, please.
Yep. I'll go over and start the process.
And Jenny, I want you on the other side of her so we can pull her off him if we need to.
Yes, please.
While
right,
they're doing this, Nicholas is just going to pull out his handgun and put a silencer on it and just stand there.
Okay. For you, Roscoe, we need to do a rouse check first.
Okay.
Just a rouse check. If you succeed, let me roll this. Let's see how many she got. Now you tear a hole in your arm and start willing the blood to dribble down into her mouth. First, there's nothing. And then she begins to draw on your arm a bit, pulling some blood. Now, you haven't failed your rouse check yet. But now that would put her at 5 waking up. And she grabs your arm and with both her hands and starts trying to draw more. Do you let her draw another rouse check, Mark?
Yeah, one more.
Okay,
Yep.
Go ahead and make a rouse check. And you still don't get hungrier. And there's a crazed look in their eyes as you can feel her start to bite down and try to chew through your wrist.
Anna,
that's enough.
gently.
There's no listening. You can see in her eyes right now.
I'm going to try to quell the beast.
Oh, there's a useful power. Let me pull this up. Quell the beast. You get to roll charisma animalism, and it gives you your power bonus versus her stamina resolve.
My power bonus is 2 or 3?
What's your blood potency?
3.
3. Let me pull up my table here and look. Blood potency is 3. That means your power bonus is still 1 die at 3.
Okay.
You gotta be at 4 to get 2 dice.
Okay. We're going to power that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's 5.
Okay.
And Jackie's just telling her, easy, Anna, easy. You will get your fill.
I'm looking here. Just check it. It's not a critical window.
So it doesn't break her frenzy.
Doesn't break her,
But
but it's calming her. I will give her another frenzy roll because of that. She lets go of his hand. She got 5 on her successes this time.
Okay.
It's enough to end her frenzy.
will you give her one more, Roscoe?
Yes, I will, Jackie.
Okay, one more rouse check. Damn, Roscoe, you getting lucky on your rouse checks tonight.
Not
Nope,
Not-
there you go. You
Just
finally
jinxed it.
Yeah.
finally get a little hungrier as her hunger drops again. But
Now she's calmer.
yep, that would be 3 points. The first one would take her
Two
to 5. And
Now
then
she's down to
4,
3.
she's at 3.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Roscoe.
And she looks around the room.
Certainly.
You fucking staked me.
Yes, again, I did.
We had to, Honor.
It was better that than binding you.
You
We
know,
had to make sure. Go ahead.
I thought we were friends, even family, Isabella. You don't do that to family.
Family does make sure that you're taken care of and not manipulated. How do you feel about Keisha now?
She had me under her control. She didn't give me a choice, much like you didn't give me a choice.
Well, you're welcome. As he seals up the wound.
It's the only way to make sure you got your choice back, period.
And she
But
looks over
6
at
months to
Roscoe.
us.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for undoing what you did to me. Yeah, thanks.
Well, hopefully you'll see more clearly now.
Family has to do the hard things sometimes. I didn't want to do it, but I couldn't think of another way to make sure you were out of her control.
And Isabella sent you to her initially because she was unaware of the extent of Keisha's deprivation.
Look, I see now she's no different than Decker. How's what you did to me any different than either of that? You still gave me no choice. You still controlled me. You still did things in my best interest.
Thing is, we ended it. You can be mad. Like I said, didn't want to do it. But now you're free.
Decker ended the bond on me.
You knew that was only temporary.
Maybe I'm a little upset right now. Maybe I'll get over it. Maybe I won't.
That's your choice. I understand that, but I had to do it. Like I said, family does the things that they don't want to have to do to keep the other one safe. And with the way that she was going to get you killed. I mean, just think about how we were fucking kidnapped.
And they were wanting you because of your ties to Keisha.
Saying family does bad things, that's exactly the line I would get from Julia. That's exactly the line I would get from Decker every fucking time. He was protecting his family. She was looking after the family interests. It's an excuse to use us as pawns.
The only goal was to make sure that you had your choice back. If you don't see that and you see me the same as them, I'm sorry. I don't regret it. Because I love you, I don't regret it. I had to make sure you were okay, even if you fucking hate me for it.
So do I get a choice now?
Absolutely, you can leave anytime.
Just be careful.
Please.
I'll be careful, all right. I'm going to go put my foot up Keisha's ass. I'll figure out how I feel about the rest of you after I'm done that.
Just so you're aware, even if you don't like us, we are also planning to take care of Keisha.
And
so
Decker.
We could theoretically, and Decker. So we could work together on this as more of a business negotiation where it's still your choice, but just to do it in a safer way.
I don't trust you enough.
Just had to make sure you knew.
How long have I been out?
It's been It's been 6 months.
Just enough to break the bond.
You were fully bound.
Has Keisha even been trying to get me back?
Not once.
Yeah. I'm going to go put both my feet up her ass.
Just be careful.
Do you need anything to assist? I'll be happy to.
No. Like I said, I don't trust you. I don't want your assistance. I don't need your assistance. I'll do it.
I understand. I did not expect appreciation for this.
Just don't know how you... And she looks back at Isabella. I really thought we were like close to family.
I imagine like Isabella is like probably crying at this point.
Blood tears.
Like I said, I didn't feel like there was another choice.
If we had released you at that time, you would have run right back to her.
And you'd still be under her control. And you'd probably be dead for it.
I've also negotiated for the Cinder Institute to not target you anymore.
Is that...
Who stole you? Yes.
Well, I know you mentioned some of it, but I didn't get all the details.
Yes, it was the Cinder Institute. They are making the drug ash from the ashes of kindred and giving it to Thin Bloods so they can have our powers. And they wanted you for the information you knew on Keisha. So instead, I have delivered basically an opportunity for the Cinder Institute to go after Keisha, and they don't need you.
They're going to fucking have to get in line.
They can. What you do is your choice, and I'm not going to stop you.
Maybe I'll feel different in a few days. We'll see.
Like I said, do what you have to. I understand.
We all do.
Since Ginny was standing off behind her, like on the other side of the bed, kind of on the opposite side of everyone else, has Honor noticed her back there?
She's swivered her head. She sees you back there, but...
Oh, okay. Ginny just kind of bends down and puts her head as close to her shoulder as she can. She's like, don't worry, big dog. If you want to show me that you're the alpha, come back and find me if you survive.
Uncalled for, Jenny.
Whatever. Ginny kind of just like pushes her on the back of the head and gets up and kind of walks out of the room.
And actually at that, like Nicholas, like in front of her, will take the silencer off the gun. So she sees that he had it and then just follow Ginny because this is all bullshit to him.
She's got a real attitude issue, doesn't she? She acts just like he did.
He has reasons for it. I mean, it doesn't excuse the behavior necessarily, but a level of understanding.
I will leave you two alone.
No thanks. I'm leaving.
Okay. I will show you out then.
Checking here real quick. She actually goes over to the window.
Do not bust my window.
Opens the window.
Thank you.
And
that was the roll.
No, the roll was to see if she got hungrier doing this. As she shifts form into an oversized bat. Which is odd. She doesn't have an owl. It's an oversized bat as she goes out the window. And flies away. She don't even want to cross the living room when Jenny's in there.
Jackie goes and closes the window and secures it again.
Okay.
Thank you all for being here. I wasn't sure how she would rouse.
There was a thump on the window right after you closed it.
The fuck?
I mean, a loud thump.
She goes to the window.
You have closed it as Alexa was trying to come through it. I rolled. She saw the window open, saw you all in there. But you closed it quick enough that you literally...
She opens it. Shit, Alexa, I'm so sorry.
Alexa's not
like
looking pleased at the moment.
I'm so sorry. Come in. I'm glad to see you're safe.
You did that on purpose.
No, I didn't see you. I did not see you. I was just closing it after Anna left.
Are we close enough now?
Oh, yeah,
to
you're just
hear...
out.
You hear her voice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You didn't close the door when you left the room.
No, the Nicholas will come back in when he hears Alexa's there.
Anna was a guest of mine for a time, so yes.
A guest?
Yes.
You know she flew out of here with a hole in her chest.
Yes, because
Sounds like my kind of guest party.
Yeah, it kind of was. She was under a bond of someone that she didn't know she was under a bond of, so I kept her parked until that bond wore off.
1, 2, 3, 4. Where's number 5?
Jenny!
Yeah, Jenny comes in, but she's like playing around on her cell phone. So, yeah.
I want all of you present for this, and excuse me if I'm not moving from the window.
All right.
Explain to me what the fuck is going on tonight.
Did the prince inform you that there's soon to be Praxis Wars?
Of course.
One of the ones going after it is making moves tonight. Since I'm on the prince's shit list, you should tell him.
How do you know the moves are being made tonight? How did you know there was a bomb in my place?
Because I am not on the prince's shit list, I am his operative. So I have made the others think that they have my loyalty in return for relaying information to the prince.
So which one of you fuckers put a bomb at my place of work? Wait a minute, let's back up to the part. How in the fuck did you know where I worked?
Your earrings were spotted.
Can't wear them in the examination room. So which one of you put the bomb in there?
I did.
I left it in there. Where else did you put bombs tonight, please?
One was delivered to a homeless person. Another was delivered to an abandoned house by the university.
And what was the address of that house?
She tells her.
So you were blowing up one of Kevin's fucking havens.
No, technically, that would be Loden blowing them up. We delivered packages. And now I'm informing the Scourge to inform the prince.
Part of me says I just destroy you all right here.
You could try.
It would be fun, wouldn't it?
You could try.
It would be fun dancing the dance of death.
I imagine you can do that at the hospital that you're allowing to blow up.
Of course. The problem I'm having, you claim you're working for Kevin.
Yes.
You've put me in an odd position. I'm inclined to kill you all. But you could be telling me the truth. In which case, well, I wouldn't get to have much more fun after that, now would I?
No, you wouldn't. And besides, you now owe me a life boon.
I'd enjoy seeing you try to collect that. We'll leave it there. I will pay my debts. But a life boon's a bit much.
Well, I just saved your own life.
Perhaps.
Loden particularly wanted you gone.
He would.
Of course.
He always was a right bastard.
Of course.
So, again, what do I do here?
Jenny kind of just, don't you have a cell phone? Call him. Contact, send up the print signal or something. Like, you can stay here since you're afraid. I'm assuming she puts her cell phone in her pocket. I'm assuming you think we're going to run, but we're genuinely working for the prince here.
No, I'm not worried you're going to run. I've learned a long time ago, running just means you die tired. I will go speak with the prince. I fully expect me or someone else will be returning here tonight
Of course, I'll be upstairs in the Haven, and I imagine my companions will be as well.
to bring you to him.
Of course.
Why don't we just go now?
Happy to.
I was going to say, save everyone the time.
That
Does
is actually
seem-
a lot of fun, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So you can find out if we're lying or telling the truth. Right here, right now, we go see him.
Let's go do that.
All right.
Okay.
Care to ride with us, or would you go on your own?
It'll be fun. I'll ride with you.
Come then. And we head downstairs and get in the SUV,
Okay.
since it's now a lot of us.
Oh, yeah.
And we go to see the prince.
And as you're riding through the vehicle, you're still inside the loop when you see the fireball, hear the explosion as the first of the bombs are detonated.
Hmm?
You're not on that street. Etienne is not driving down that street knowing what he knows.
Mm-hmm.
But it's clear one of the bombs has gone off.
Mhm.
And when it goes off, Alexa laughs. Now that's one. I wonder if the other two went off.
We'll have to see on the news, I suppose.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Let's go. Where is he tonight? I don't even have a clue. We will have to go to see Alan and find out.
Fine.
We will not be using the phones for this.
Of course not.
Explosions
I
like
am-
this, I have a feeling the phone lines are going to be jammed up.
Mm-hmm.
I also imagine we'll know if the other two go off when we get there.
We'll see. And she sits and she smiles the whole way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, because she thinks she's going to be able to get us.
So what was the deal with Miss Batgirl leaving?
Oh, she basically didn't appreciate the fact that I staked her and parked her long enough for her bond to wear off, so she decided to leave.
And who was it?
That she was bound to?
No, who was that coming out of the window? I didn't recognize the bat.
That's Anna. Decca's child.
The brat?
Yes.
No.
And he kind of guffaws at that, the brat comment.
Okay, and Jackie doesn't disagree.
Why did you have the brat?
Because someone that should not have Decca's child bound to them did.
You all love walking a line. I know the traditions say you're not allowed to destroy another kindred.
I did not destroy.
Exactly. It seems you're playing with a loophole. And you know the problem with loopholes, right?
Hmm.
Sometimes somebody pulls them tight around your neck as you're walking through them.
Hasn't happened yet, darling.
Well, far be it from me to be upset. Staking is a rather fun thing to do once in a while.
She was not harmed. Truly. She was well cared for, monitored, and secure while she let her bond wear off.
It was only done as long as necessary.
And then she was released.
I've heard of worse ways to break a bond.
Yes.
I know of one time I chained somebody up and just left them chained until it broke.
That's unpleasant.
Yes, they broke.
Mhm.
But the bond broke as well. It was an experiment that Luke wanted to run, I think.
Mm.
It's odd. We never did find out who blew up his place.
Believe it was a mage.
I don't know anything about those.
That's what I heard.
I spoke with some people that have different knowledge of the events there. You could call them lost souls who were present.
Mm-hmm.
The explosion was very suspicious.
How so?
Where it started? Generally, if you're going to have a gas main explode, it explodes in the kitchen area or where the gas main is. It doesn't explode from the center of the club outwards.
I guess.
From what I understand, reality doesn't really mean much to mages.
I'll put them on my list, too. Haven't killed one of them yet. Should be fun. And as you pull up, a sovereign. It's one of his townhouses. It's not the one you went to before, Isabella. It's one you didn't know was one of his, actually. If you will all please file in.
Sure. And we get out.
Go ahead. I'll walk with you to the door.
Mhm.
But she doesn't turn her back on you all.
Of course not.
Go ahead and knock. I'm sure he's in there.
She rings the bell.
When you ring the bell, finally a voice says, "Come on in."
She opens the door and walks in.
When you step in, that wasn't Sovereign's voice who said, "Come on in."
Mm-mm.
Somebody else is sitting there. Maxwell. This is not what I expected tonight. Alexa, dear, you've brought friends? And Alexa just leans against the wall. Yeah, they've been working for Loden. And Maxwell just leans back. I thought we had agreed you would not work for him.
We had agreed that I would not support him in his praxis. All I did was deliver some packages.
Please elaborate on what you all have done.
One of his associates delivered a bag of packages, gave us instructions to deliver them. They were delivered.
And where were they delivered?
One in the loop to a homeless man who was situated near the police headquarters. One near the university at an abandoned home next to the university. And the other to the county morgue.
So that's how she's evolved.
Exactly. Because I texted her to let her know to get out.
You didn't know she worked for me, did you?
I'm not surprised she worked for Capone.
It was a useful tool for a little while. Until he was destroyed.
Indeed. As he should have been. He should have never been embraced.
That is, honestly, was not my concern. That was something your clan chose, not mine.
Exactly. And Clan Ventru dealt with it.
I don't care if you killed my tools. If he was a truly viable tool, he would have survived. Correct?
Correct.
That is the first rule of developing useful allies, is to make sure that they do not need you for their survival, that they can handle problems on their own. Isn't that correct, Alexa? And Alexa just grins. So, Loden is making his move.
Yes.
Tonight, starting it.
Starting it.
In 5 days, you will leave the city.
Understood.
5 days.
Understood.
Let Kevin think you're on his side. Let Loden think you're on his side. I don't care.
It's what I've been doing.
5 days, you will leave the city. And on day 6, once you are gone from the city, we will begin to make arrangements for my part of the deal.
It's appreciated.
So you're aware, if you do fail to uphold that one condition of leaving the city in 5 days, it won't end well.
There's no need for threats, Maxwell. My bags are practically packed already.
But I feel threats are important to understand.
Please, like I don't know you won't off me if I cross you. Or at least try.
Try. In all fairness, I will use try. My reach is longer than you think.
Of course it is.
I would not be attempting what I'm attempting if I didn't feel there are factors in my favor. We'll see. You did well, Alexa, by not destroying them out of hand. Keep their name out of it. To the prince. Alexa just nods. You can depart now.
And Jackie turns and looks at her fellow coterie and gestures with her hands.
Okay.
And we leave.
You all pile back in the vehicle without Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to turn it over to you all to have a talk in the car first. Where are you heading, though? So do y'all want Etienne to drive around while y'all talk and decide where to go?
I want Etienne to drive around a little bit.
Okay. We turn it over to the players.
Jackie's like literally pondering hard.
I mean, telling us to leave doesn't hurt my feelings. But of course, that also means I have to push up some conversations with some individuals. So
while this is going on, Nicholas is sort of like listening, but he's going to be looking on his phone for anything to see, like news or anything about additional explosions.
The phone net service is running god awful right now because in any kind of major disaster, the towers get overloaded. It is hard to get anything, but after enough reloads of pages, you do find multiple explosions through Chicago. More than 3, actually.
So he'll hold up the phone. Looks like it wasn't just us delivering packages.
I'm sure not.
No, we did reveal to Alexa that we were working on behalf of the prince and that we were operatives of the prince.
Mm-hmm.
But she chose to withhold that, at least while we were there.
She did. She is not an idiot. She's already sussed out that I have my own fucking ambitions and I'm using this Praxis war to play the 3 against each other. Alexa is a very intelligent woman. She is flippant, of course. Hell, she probably knows that there has to be some way I had something to do with a Luke. But she can't put it together. But she probably is also aware of my plans for Milwaukee, to be honest. She gets around and she has lots of connections.
Right.
So if she knows I'm going for Praxis of Milwaukee, why the fuck would I care who rules Chicago? What I'm pondering is, do I inform Damien that the Scourge is working for Maxwell?
Do we need to?
Clan Ventru will never give up its hold on this city again. Even if they have to import a fucking Ventru to sit on its throne.
So
It's in the best interest that Maxwell gets taken out during the Praxis War.
well, we may have some more immediate concerns, interests. From what I can find, it seems there was an explosion at the Stuart Freeman Academy, Ballard Industries, and Alair Construction.
Do I recognize that one?
Isabella certainly does because of her work here lately, but so does Jackie. And Jenny would as well, because that was part of the construction crew that came in building her place.
Who runs that?
Sovereign.
Mm.
A subsidiary of Sovereign Enterprises.
And then isn't Stuart Freeman, isn't that
That's Primogen Stewart's school.
Stuart?
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Sounds like it's probably for the best to get out within 5 days. Who wants to deal with this shit show?
Yeah.
Jackie takes out her cell phone and calls Tracy.
Okay. You have nothing on your cell phone. Can't get a signal.
Fuck.
Even on the set phone?
That's not what she said she was using.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
not on the sat phone. I'm not going to call.
Sat phone will have problems getting back through because the cell towers are either jammed
Right.
or been requisitioned by emergency
Okay.
response.
I can't make any calls right now because the phone lines are jammed. God damn it. And I know the landlines will be jammed too.
Yeah, it took forever to load.
Yeah, shit. Okay, as soon as I get service again, I'm going to call Tracy to arrange for a soiree, as it were, a meet and greet in Milwaukee. So that we are not in this city in the time required. I am also going to get Arjun to escalate getting those dossiers to me so we know who to start talking to.
I think it would help if we drove somewhat out of the city, out of the cell network that's being.
The problem is if she's in the city, her number will be jammed. So we'll have to wait. It's fine. What night of the week is it?
Let's see. Let's go with a Wednesday.
It's usually Thursdays that Baby Chorus plays at Succubus Club.
Mm-hmm. You do see ambulances going every which way, fire trucks going every which way, police cars going every which way.
Mm-hmm.
People in the street or on the sidewalks. Etienne's had to detour some side streets because people are clogging up the main thoroughfares. It's a lot of bombs to go off in a short period of time. People are panicked right now.
it might be best for us to vacate the streets.
Etienne, take us home.
I'll see what I can do, ma'am. It's going to be tough getting into the loop right now.
Then take us to the club.
Yes, ma'am. That'll probably be easier. And he heads over towards Wicker Park.
I'm not really sorry, but I'm going to apologize for being mean to Honor. It's kind of I don't know, but unless you guys need me for something, I think I need to dip out. I need to go make some preparations in some places and check on some people. So,
I understand.
I mean, All right. Well, since it doesn't seem like you guys need me, she's like, Etienne, if you can pull over someplace, just let me out. I'll hoof it. So,
We'll stop at this next light. You can just hop out.
awesome. Thank you, Etienne.
No problem, Miss Schutz. Jenny gets out. Where's Jenny going?
Jenny's gonna duck into like an alley or some shadows and turn into an owl, and she's taking off. She's going to head towards Stuart Freeman Academies, trying to see. She's going to look for wherever the fireball air smoke is that's coming from one of those areas, because I know there's multiple locations.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
and there's a number of fires. Side effects of the explosions. Gas mains blew up. The city is burning in a number of places. We'll come back to you as everyone else arrives at the club. Wicker Park, oddly enough, didn't have anything explode nearby it. Though, you're on backup power right now. The grid is fucking knackered. It's just fucking hosed right now. There's somebody waiting for your car, though, when you come into the garage.
Jackie gets out, and she is not fucking amused.
It's Jackson. In a suit that appears to be smoldering and burnt in several places. Just him. He has none of his bodyguards with him, just him. Something I should be aware of.
Yes. Few things, actually. Loden is obviously making his moves.
They almost blew me the fuck up tonight.
I am glad you survived.
My bodyguards were not so lucky. They were securing the building before I arrived. I do not know if Cratius was caught. It was our meeting night. We gathered to discuss philosophy. I'm having trouble getting details. Where all was hit?
Stuart Freeman Academy.
Arjun Stewart.
The city morgue. County morgue.
Alexa.
She was not got.
How do you know this?
Because she took us to meet with Maxwell tonight.
And how did you know it was going to be bombed?
You wanted us to pretend to support the others, yes?
Yes.
We were handed 3 packages and sent to deliver.
Where else was hit?
She runs through the list.
The morgue is a problem. The police station's a bigger problem. That has just beheaded half of the kindred hold over the city police. I'm not pleased with my haven being blown up. I didn't even know anyone knew I had that one. You did not have anything to do with the others. I do wish you would have told me immediately. of the packages, and I would have made sure discreetly none of our people were there.
Considering I was damn certain we were being watched, as it was positioned to me as a test of loyalty.
So that little bitch Alexa's playing for the other side.
Oh, I imagine she's playing for the other side until it gets close to the end, and then she'll switch sides.
I don't think so. I'll have a word with Damien. We'll solve her problem real quick.
So here's your formal notice that they are making moves because Maxwell says he's going to do something in 5 or 6 days.
I mean, it could be sooner.
It could be.
I did not survive tonight.
Understood.
I was not here. I will hide here tonight.
You're welcome to.
Thank you. And we will let them squabble long enough. Then I will show them the errors of their ways.
It's a sound plan.
If you're going to try to take down the dog, you better make sure you've put him down.
Excellent. Let me show you to secure quarters for you.
Good. And he follows the Cotery down, and then Jackie returns. I'll let you all have another scene before we flash to Jenny at the Stuart Freeman Academy. As you all, without loading.
Without loading or Jackson?
Sorry,
Without
Jackson. Sorry, Jackson. My bad.
Okay.
I was like, where the fuck was Loden?
Oh, Loden's around, but no, Jackson.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, that was close. How? Apparently, they've got very good intel on all of Jackson, well, everyone's positions.
Loden has spent 20 years in hiding in this city, amassing an army and observing. Undetected. I'm sure he has a wealth of information on every power player in this city. I do hope Gracious was already there. Because fuck that goddamn Mediterranean dad bod.
There's a knock on the door.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Prince Jackson has a message he wants you to deliver.
Okay, do I need to see him or is the message with you?
He's right here, ma'am.
Okay, please come.
Jackson comes in. He looks at all of you. I didn't notice Miss Schutz.
No, she took off a bit. She had some personal matters to deal with.
I need you to pass a message to me, or for me. I need you to head tonight to the tent city. I need you to speak with Wineka. I need you to tell him his soldiers are requested. He will know which ones I want.
Understood. I'm pretty sure I know which ones you want.
And then my advice...
Special forces.
Exactly. My advice to you will be avoid the streets for a night or two.
Not a problem.
We have a game to play. One of me being gone.
Yes.
Thank you.
Of course. I will
And-
see that it is done.
And he turns and doesn't say another word, and Etienne closes the door behind him And you can hear Tian tap his fingers on the door to let you know that he's wandered off.
Yes. So I must do that this evening. But yes, I sincerely hope that Gracious wasn't there. It really disturbs me that he embraced Damien so young.
You have to be
If-
gone permanently in 5 days.
I know. So take care of your arrangements that you need to.
It makes me glad I
If-
didn't fully close the bar in Milwaukee.
If possible, Jackie, may I use your jet to get Matthew away?
Certainly. Most certainly. It can be ready when you are ready.
I can't imagine I won't need more than tonight just to
Have him prepare.
liquidate some assets. And
Okay. It's no problem. My jet can take him anywhere he needs to go.
I appreciate it.
Of course. I understand. We protect what's important. Roscoe, you're going to have to shut down your shop.
I'm traveling light these days.
That's all
Not
right.
a problem.
There is a storage facility right outside of Milwaukee.
Okay.
That might be an option for you to store your things until we
It
get
would
settled.
be. I would need to move them there anyway.
Right.
So
Right. I will get you that information.
thank you.
Mm-hmm. And I will actually pass that information to everyone once I get back to my haven. So, please excuse me. I need to run out to the tent city and traffic's going to be a madhouse. And she gets up and leaves.
And Jackie goes to leave. Now we flash to Jenny. You have flown to the south side of Chicago, to the edge of it where the Stuart Freeman Academy is. As you get close, you can see the fire in the distance. It's big enough. It's tough for you to. I mean, you can fly closer and closer, but you can feel your beast inside, not happy about it. The building itself, as you're staying close enough, you can see very well, close enough to see, but not so far you have to dodge the embers. The building itself is leveled completely. What's left of the smoking ruins is definitely burning. There's fire trucks there. There's ambulances there. There's police there. The fire trucks aren't even bothering trying to put it out. It's not enough left of the building to stop the fire. They're mainly hosing down the lawn and the grounds around it to keep the fire from spreading.
Jenny's going to land as close as she can in an area of like shadows. She's going to flip on Eyes of the Beast. I want to actually, like, if I can land on top of a building that's close by so I can kind of like look down on the wreckage, that's what I want to do. Because I want to flip on Eyes of the Beast because I want to see, I have a general idea of the layout of where her office was. If I feel like I see Primogen Stewart, potentially like impaled or something. I don't know. Just like
that whole section is nothing but fire at the moment.
Shit. Jenny's like cussing to herself in Owlish. Yeah, she's going to fuck it. She's gonna get down to the ground and she's gonna de-shift. But she's gonna turn on Unseen Passage And let's see, rounds check for that.
Didn't give me a frenzy check, please.
All right.
I'm going to use that as a basis for how close you're willing to get to the building because of fire. Okay, that gives me an idea of how close you can get. I'm just using it as a general guideline about how close your beast is going to let you get before you frenzy. Because you're slowly approaching, you can feel as it starts to push its bonds because you've gotten too close, so you can skirt the limit.
Yeah. She wants to get as close as she can and continue looking because she wants to see, because if she sees like any kind of movement, she's going to do her best to like make a fucking attempt at it. So
the debris field is impressive. That's why it was on the edge of the south side. She had a decent sized amount of land that was cultivated green, but the wreckage is strewn through the whole property. Give me a wits awareness, please.
Okay.
Okay. I know the adjusted difficulties, so just wits awareness works. Because you have eyes of the beast, there's light around, those kind of things going.
Yeah,
5.
I'm willpower, of course, because that was a pretty shit roll. More shit.
As you're searching through, getting as close as you can, you find one section. It appears to be a massive chunk of the wall landed. And you do see a slim hand, African American woman's hand sticking out from under the block.
All right. Yeah. So, this is probably the dumbest thing Jenny can do. But fuck Chicago. She's going to shift into bear, and she's going to I need to see what the roll is to activate this one other power real fast. Just a rouse check. Okay, cool. I'm going to activate Defy Bane.
Okay.
She's going to and I just didn't take a rouse check. She's going to soaring leap at that piece of debris to try and basically kind of like smash into it to knock it out of the way. So yeah, because the plan is try and basically hit it with the bear form, grab Primogen Stewart, soaring leap again, and just keep on booking.
I see you're about 400 or 500 pounds of bear that lands on it from a leap. It's a blown up piece of wall, so it's got structural damage. I will rule that it causes the block to shatter where you landed, at least. It cracks right down the middle. Given you a chance, it is Primogen Stewart. And when you break it free, she's not unconscious. Kindred don't really go unconscious. They either torpor or don't. It's just she couldn't move because it was too heavy for her to get out from under. She don't have the strength. And as soon as you're standing over as a bear, her eyes go wide at first. Then she realizes something's not right because there's not supposed to be a bear that size in Chicago. And the first words in her out of her mouth are, "They blew up my fucking house." And this right here, everybody, is where we're going to end season 10, episode 8 of Windy City After Dark. I hope you, the viewers, understand the depths of what went on. Let's discuss something before we end this episode. We have something we have to go around the table about. Stains for the actions you were part of. By default, right now, everybody has one stain. Now, let's see who has a conviction to offset said stain. Let's go around the table with Jackie. Jackie, do you have a conviction you feel will offset it?
Always protect those who are loyal to me.
And how did that?
If I did not deliver those packages, Loden would have destroyed every member of this coterie.
Sounds like a reasonable way to handle your conviction. That negates your stain.
Thank you.
Isabella, do you feel you have a conviction that might apply?
Yeah, so none may control me. So not only were a bunch of power players who would vie for controlling me taken out or at least damaged in the city, also Sovereign now, who she might feel like she potentially owes a favor, or he could potentially feel like she owes a favor to with all the help that they, or things they've had together, now has other issues to worry about.
I generally, if the players have something they can describe, I'll let you go with it. You have offset your stain. Jenny.
Yeah, it's called She's a Fucking Bear. No, I'm kidding. It's always forge my own destiny. I feel like she made the choice because she knows that she had to play the game since she's working for the prince. So it was necessary, and in her own way, she's forging her own destiny in doing so, even if she is doing something she may not necessarily have wanted to do for somebody else. Like, I don't know. It's like a shitty thing to her, but yeah.
Okay. I will let that one go. Roscoe.
Yes.
Do you have
I think so.
tenant? What do you have?
Well, one of my convictions is always protect the family, real or unlife, which means the Cotery. By taking part in this action, as Jackie said, we were protecting our Cotery, our family, because had we not, it would have been at the end for all of us.
I will let that one go. Finally, we come to Nicholas, who has almost no humanity left in the first damn place.
Honestly, I could just say no and just see what happens. But, I mean, realistically, I think it could be one of two, but I'll go with always turned a blind eye when it protects me. It was a means to an end. Shit happens. People die.
That very much fits. So as you can see, this coterie has very loose morals and justifies what they do. But we'll let it stand. There's no remorse roll needed this episode, as I mess up my glasses. There we go. So, no one loses humanity for these events. Of course, I'd like to thank you, the players, and the viewers. In case you haven't guessed, shit is going down. Praxis War has started. And like every big Praxis, especially when Loden's involved, it starts with a bang, everybody.
Yes.
No pun intended.
He
'cause
is
it's a
always
fact.
compensating.
Did Ballard survive? Did Sovereign survive? Well, we know that Primogen Stewart is still around.
Yeah. I mean, Ventru are notoriously hard to kill.
That they are. So, join us on our Discord, everybody. This is where the show cast from. You can talk about this episode. Pop over to Chi-Town Chat. Go, holy shit, what's going on? Don't forget the prophecy. The city is burning
Yes.
right now. What four are going to be fighting over the ashes? You know? Or sorry, what five will fight over the ashes? Because one will fall to the goddess of the underworld. Of course, you want to catch our back episodes? YouTube. Back episodes right there. Right there. McStabber Studios on YouTube. YouTube.com/McStabber Studios. Nice and easy. You want to catch some amazing content creators like Mischievous Red, the Ivy Raven. Pop over to them, give them some love. I know they stream when they want to stream. They don't stream when they don't want to stream. It's their channels.
They do what they want.
That's right. And if
None
you don't
may
agree
control
with it,
me.
I say you don't agree with it, tough shit. That's the way that works. You want to catch some Windy City merch? Get your Windy City merch before the place blows up, apparently. Because, you know, the city's burning, people. Let's see. You want to support the players? Give some bits and donations to the players. And I want y'all to understand, again, I'm going to bring this up. I know we're seeing some conflict with Isabella and Nicholas.
It is consensual.
This has been discussed by both the players involved and the other players at the table, because we don't generally allow this kind of a conflict, but the players decided they want to explore that story. And
in my scene, Jackie's just a little bit annoyed that Isabella's constantly needling him during Cotery meetings.
She's a petty bitch.
I
what
know,
do you
but
expect?
Jackie's like, I'm trying to hold a meeting here. God damn it.
She's
Been
not
true,
being
gotta been
out-
true.
She's not being outright confrontational. It's fine.
I know.
it's all right.
It's fine.
Hey, she's not shooting at him this time.
That's
this is
true.
progress.
This is a step up.
That
Okay.
is an improvement. That is an improvement.
See, I almost feel like Nicholas would rather her shooting at him because at least he knows he can deal with it.
And I want to say the players did not know going into this what I had planned for blowing up parts of the city and setting it on fire. The players had no idea this was. They should have suspected when the bombs were added to the story, but the extent. There'll be some fallout in the next few episodes from this one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, there are going to be some kindred that are dead.
Yep. So if you want to support the players, bits and donations, give it to them. You want to support the studio, KoFi, subscribe on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. It's free. Comment on the video, like the video, all that good shit. Now I can let my wife give the schedule because we have streams, just saying.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much for joining us. Coming up on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Scion, Zero to Hero. You want to join us because all of us are about to go to the sus-ass party by these corporate sponsors of Scions. Yeah, it's rubbing all of us the wrong way. Shenanigans are going to commence.
Damn, even the children of the divine have corporate sponsors. Dear God.
Yeah, it's like, no, shenanigans are going to happen.
Unholy capitalism.
Yeah. And, yeah. So, and then of course, on Saturday, we will have Call of Cthulhu 7E at 3 p.m. Eastern, run by the amazing Keeper Tiss. She is running London Esoteric Society, and these investigators are doing all sorts of sus-ass shit. But it's fun. Join them. And then on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, we will be right back here for the next installment of Windy City After Dark.
And normally I'd say we have 2 left, but we
We're
have more than
extending
2.
it a little bit.
I don't know how many. We'll see. No one knows. Except the shadow. And of course, as always, when we end these episodes, please take your mental health seriously. Check in on others around you. Check in on family, friends, loved ones. People you haven't heard from before, acquaintances, people you just kind of know. Check in on them, make sure they're okay. A lot of people are not, especially right now. And if you do suffer from mental health issues like many of us do out there, first of all, it's okay to not be okay. There's nothing wrong with admitting you need help. And in chat right now is a list of numbers. You can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have a professional on the other end of the line who will come help you and make sure that you're okay. Because I can tell you, people mask a lot, and it's kind of important to check in and also to get yourself checked. Mental health is health. And now I can turn it over for my wife for her ending of this interesting episode.
Y'all know, get your vaccines. Do your preventative screenings because early detection saves lives. And I'm speaking because I got to get my mammogram soon. And make sure that if you're not well or you're due for a physical, go get your checkups done. You know, get checked out. Make sure you're staying healthy because mind and body all go together, y'all. They all go together. And fuck the GOP. Yeah. Obviously, 2023 is the year of finding out after fucking around because we've now got multiple fucking Republican people that are getting charged with federal crimes. Shocker, not. So yeah, make sure that if you are eligible to vote in 2024, that you get your butts registered and vote Democrat because we need to kill the GOP and their hold on America because they are literally holding people hostage all around the country, creating bills that prevent people from getting the care they need. Period. And fuck the fascists worldwide. I hear that Putin took a serious blow today by the Ukraine. Get him, guys, get him. So yeah, y'all have a good one.
And as the storyteller of this amazing game, I do thank my players, and I am sorry for what's coming. Good night, everybody.